Autonomous vehicles are the future of transportation and the starting point of an innovative way to commute. From the technology's discovery to implementation, self-driving cars will be integrated in public transportation, consumer vehicles, and eventually expanding to all levels of our lifestyle. KPMG separates Taiwan's AV development into 7 stages and provides analysis from 4 pillars, ranging from infrastructure, policies and legislation, technology and innovation, to consumer acceptance that presents the readiness required to build the future of self-driving cars. During the initial stages, the main drivers were technological progress and industrial investments. This process is facilitated through innovative testing fields, integrated infrastructure, R&D institutions, and lastly, coupled with policy incentives catered to innovations and investments. All this was supervised through a regulatory sandbox that provides a flexible environment able to promote the development of AV. Here you can see the demo and the technology's performance on specific tasks. The government plans special routes to collect operational data points, which is then used to formulate trial regulations that sets up special units. The industry's cooperation gradually becomes apparent, while commercial investments and application services starts to form. At this stage, the project can be used to further understand the public's perception on the technology services. As the technology gradually matures, AV can be integrated as public transportation. Designated bus routes and service areas begin to form, while technology such as smart application will be integrated into the system. We can also learn the public's acceptance and market penetration rate through the deployment of self-driving buses. In the era of communal carriage, public transportation and private AV corresponds to the modern vehicle control system and infrastructure constructions. Government regulations has gradually been adapting surrounding the technology despite the people's uncertainty among self-driving cars, while overall AV market share has increased with additional purchases of self-driving cars. As AV becomes more popular, it will enter a mixed flow stage with traditional vehicles. The construction of smart roads and management systems suitable for the 2 types of vehicles will correspond with each other and eventually be integrated into modern traffic regulations. This stage further promotes the Internet of Vehicle and the technology of smart dispatch, while the public's perception on safety will be the key factor to determine the acceptance of self-driving cars. Then comes the stage where self-driving cars replace the traditional way of transportation and becomes the mainstream. Infrastructure is adjusted due to the large number of AV applications, such as the reduction of parking lots, reform guidelines that regulates the behavior of both drivers and passengers, and eventually replace manpower that will form new opportunities amongst our society and economy. When AV reaches the stage where it can fully provide automated services, and efficient transportation may further lead to social change. The application of self-driving cars can also transform our urban planning and living space, while changing people's perception on traffic behavior. By developing a 7-stage readiness strategy for AV, allow us to prepare for the next generation of transportation. Move towards a safer, more convenient way to travel and live a smarter way.